Hey there, Liomaniacs. My name is Liax Logan, brother, and I am a wrestler, brother, for the AWE, brother. And I have been clanging and banging in the Iron Paradise for 45 years, brother. If you want to hear more from my adventures, brother, well, why don't you head on down to the Danger Club podcast Patreon, Jack, and then subscribe to the £5 tier, brother. You can listen to that. And I've got one question for you, brother. What you gonna do when Liax Logan runs wild on you, brother?
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Go to Cheliax, get repaired, have a pint, and it'll all blow over.
Gumbo, what would you call this?
The friendship.
Yeah, but it doesn't strike fear into man or
Go
beast.
into a fucking wedding.
Seize the day.
We could take the ship away from the city and come back later and pick you up if you don't want to leave the ship. That's mighty steeds they did.
What sort of steeds are they?
Drakes, sir.
I've got a cozy cabin.
Yeah, let's get in the cozy cabin.
My name is Malictor Arcadius of the Hellknights. I need your help.
The adventure continues now.
We're rolling.
But you will get
We're rolling out.
you will get me talking about the one energy drink that I've had in maybe a year because I got it free.
What's it
And
called?
It's called Rain,
As in Shania Rain.
which is part of the reason why I managed to bring it.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know if
What
anybody
does it say? Total body.
total body fuel, and at the bottom its flavor is Mango-matic.
Mango-matic.
At the top, it's got BCAA aminos, which is, BCAA stands for Bros Can't Always Ask, which means it's a lot. It's a lot about.
I mean, look,
energy.
Rain energy drink. We are looking for sponsors. So, we're not dissing you here. We're actually.
I mean, I've had 2 sips so far, and I've already spoken more than I did that entire episode. So, it's. I don't know. I only got it free, so I don't really drink these. But apparently, it has 0 sugar and there's no taurine in it, so I can't imagine I'm going to go completely loopy.
Is it sweet?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. There'll be other stuff in it.
Aspartame and.
Let's just see if there's aspartame in it. Sodium citrates, potassium citrates, magnesium, sweeteners, sucralose. Oh no, there's no aspartame in it.
Oh, well, that's good.
There's sucralose, acesulfame.
Yeah, that's
Acesulfame K, steviol glycoside.
stevia. Yeah.
Okay, well, write some of those down because I'm going to need some NPC names for the rest of this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Hey, what's the caffeine content?
It just says hi. It just says, don't blink, man. Like, that's what it says. Let me see. Caffeine. I can't remember. I can't. It's all gone blurry, Colin.
Jesus. I can see why it's been a year.
Yeah. I'll find it at some point.
All right. Well, we'll see how this record goes.
That's
what I
great.
mean?
Rain, I know we've made a lot of yuck noises during that, and but if you do want to sponsor us, we will absolutely throw our morals under the bus for you.
Oh, yeah.
Completely.
I never touch those things.
No, but we will.
But I'll drink fucking 10.
Oh, yeah. We'll down them until our hearts burst. We will defend the bros' right not to ask. So, Ross, how was it? How was looking out the window?
It was good. Saw lots of trees and houses.
Any cozy
Didn't
cabins?
look inside the houses.
Yeah, any cozy cabins out there?
There was no cozy cabins. And if there were, they would have crushed all the nature beneath there.
We basically, dangerously exaggerate, we can't go near the window. So we have one window in our studio and it's quite warm today. So we went to open it and then realised there's a school directly opposite and we don't want to be the weird guys staring out of the haunted house at the school.
Yeah,
so then we had to get away from the window. So we're having to stand at the other side of the room trying to gulp oxygen.
What's his name? What's his name in To Kill a Mockingbird? The kid that they want to be scared of, but they shouldn't. Boo Radley.
Boo Radley.
Is it Boo Radley?
Yeah, Boo Radley, yeah.
Yeah, in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scary kid who they think they should be scared of, but actually they're not. They shouldn't be scared of him. He's actually not. He's actually a nice guy.
Well, you should be scared of us because we're full of rain and ready to go.
So why was Kaplan a dick?
going back to Capella. Do you know what? He was all
Brought it
right.
back.
He was just, I think he'd been inside a bit too long yesterday. We're trying to let him out now. He goes out. He went out onto the pontoon today by himself.
Oh,
I know. Yeah, jumped out onto the pontoon.
Pontoon cat.
Went and walked down a little bit, had a little look around. And he keeps like getting over the pontoon and looking down into the water, like as if he's going to go.
Yeah,
And
just to keep you on your toes.
I've bought a net. Like, I've had to buy a net, right? It took me about 5 hours to find the best net to buy because there's a lot of nets online, and I don't know anything about nets. So there's
You do now.
Fucking hell.
I imagine that'll raise some eyebrows if you go into a fishing shop and be like, "Oh, mate, what's the best net to scoop cats out of a canal?"
Yeah, exactly. But we've had to send a message out to the group because everyone in the marina has like a little WhatsApp group just to say, look, this cat is still getting his sea legs. He's still a bit shaky, so if you see him in trouble, help him out. You know, because I think if you don't send a message, then people who live on marinas will they'll just drown him. Do you know what I mean? Like,
He's not on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Down he goes.
anyone on that's listening to this, fuck, you know where I live now. I'll cut that.
You think the cat was staring into the water because he was thinking about jumping in. It wasn't. He was staring into the water and seeing the bodies of dead elves that were killed in the war with Sauron.
I think he wants to drink it. I think because the cats like water outside, don't they? So I think he's trying to. Yeah, he doesn't like the lovely fresh water that we give him that's filtered and all
Well,
that sort of
Colin, do you place that water next to his food?
No, I've got a fountain, haven't we?
Okay, yeah. Well, is that fountain next to his food?
No.
Because cats don't drink water
I know
close to their meat.
We've talked about this.
You can't have your water if you won't drink your meat.
I don't like it near it.
It's the call of the sea.
But yeah, he jumped up. He bit me. Yeah, he bit and scratched me, but he didn't bite me very hard. It was the first time he's done it in a long time. So
dear.
he's been really calm on the boat. He's been really nice.
Kaplan, Sinbin. Do you have to go to the hospital? Did you?
No hospitals this time.
Okay,
He didn't
well,
break the
that's good.
skin, luckily enough.
Oh, nice.
Put him straight in his harness, chills him out. Yeah.
Get the harness. If you get the harness on quickly enough.
That's right.
let
Yeah,
him go.
if we see, like, you have to, because he's a rescue cat. If you start seeing him freak out, like you put a harness on him and he just kind of turns into this really lovely cat. All of a sudden, he's like rubbing up your legs and relaxing and calm. I think I don't know. There's something like holds him in a sense.
It's like a lot of people I know that, Colin.
Yeah, right.
I can name a lot of people who have the same effect when they're put in certain kinds of harnesses. Very chilled out all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it works.
We've been looking at rescue dogs at the moment because we're thinking about getting a dog, and we keep finding. The trouble is, quite rightly with a rescue dog, you get the dog that needs rescuing. You don't necessarily get to pick much about the dog. So we're looking at the ones that are available, and Fee's like, "Oh, we've got a great. What about Sam?" I'm looking at it, I was like, it says Sam has bags of personality. That means Sam has issues.
Yeah.
And like, Chuck is 13 years old and is absolutely splendid. I think that advert means we would like Chuck to go and die at your house rather than in our shelter.
Yeah.
13-year-old rescue dog. So it's an ongoing process. We were like, all right, maybe we'll look at breeders. Oh, that is a lot of money. Turns out,
It's a lot of money and a lot of dog breeds. Like, no, not dissing them, but like some funny old
There's a lot of interbreeding
choices
stuff.
made in terms of fashion. It's like, you can't use your legs, and you can't breathe, and you can't blink, and
It's like pugs.
oh god, man.
Pugs just go.
It's literally just listening to them wheezing and trying to breathe, and you're like, that's horrible.
the way you said that very much made it sound like your issue with dog breeders is that they wear weird trousers. You're like some very weird choices with fashion.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and that.
Also, there's like because my mum did this. She got a sight hound. She got a whippet, who's a little nightmare. But there's the Kennel Club. Do you know about the Kennel Club?
What's the Kennel Club?
Breeded dogs. It's like a certificate of authentication that you can prove where this dog's lineage came from, and you can present an ancestry tree.
Oh my god!
Of its of its parents and forefathers and things like that, so you can see how pure the bloodline is for the breed.
Wow!
Oh, shit.
Wow.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Also, it does other things which are slightly nicer, which is it shows you what the owners have been like as well.
It's like, who do you think you are, but for dogs?
Yeah, that's the Kennel Club. Yeah,
it's like a logbook, so it'd be like a dog book, wouldn't it?
I have. Thing is, we're trying to find the right path through it because obviously we can't have a big dog because it's a flat. But it turns out it's one of these things like when you get married, you don't think you have an opinion on weddings until you get married, and then you're like, I'm not having those fucking ribbons on my chairs.
Right,
You just discover stuff that's suddenly really important to you that you didn't know was there. I'm very much like that with dogs. I'm just like, certain things are coming up and I'm like, nah, fucking horrible little goblin. Like, basically, I don't like chihuahuas and anything in the chihuahua bracket.
Yeah.
Right.
I want a dog that is, if it's a big dog, it needs to look like a friendly idiot. If it's a small dog, it needs to look like a wise old man, even if it is an idiot.
Yeah.
So Scotties, I love any kind of Dachshund's all right. Long-haired, woolly dogs. Woolly dogs are the ones. Nothing that looks... It shouldn't make a noise like a tarantula if its nails are a bit long and it runs along the floor.
Sure.
That's, no...
What about a Jack Russell?
Jack Russell, absolutely on board with a Jack Russell. They're weirdly, for a short-haired dog, because Dom's housemate has got a Jack Russell, so we hang out with Doggy all the time. And yeah, Jack Russells are lovely.
The only thing about Jack Russells is they have to bear in mind their prey drive's pretty high when it comes to things like rats, so which might be really handy in London.
Oh yeah,
that might be super handy, but you might just lose the dog because he's off finding rats,
Plenty of rats
all the time.
They've got so much energy as well, Jack Russells.
Yeah,
isn't they?
they'll
running
find that
around,
fucking
jumping around.
rat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you have a lot of. So we'll see where we get to. My brother has a schnauzer, miniature schnauzer.
Wait, there's a dog breed called a Schnauzer?
Yeah, there is a dog breed called a schnauzer.
I thought that was just a joke.
No, there is a. What's the joke?
I don't know. It's a stupid fucking name.
Hey, have you heard of the Schnauzer?
Yeah, right.
Am I right?
Tweet us, schnauzers. Wonderful dogs. Speaking, but
Who's that comedian I just did?
I
his
don't know.
name. He was amazing, wasn't he?
Do it again, Colin.
Oh, you did. Oh, that guy.
Oh, nice. That was a that guy, Colin. That guy.
Got some famous jokes. I can't remember his name. He was really good.
Well, do you mean he was always tugging at his tie?
Yeah.
Do you mean Rodney Dangerfield?
Was it Rodney Dangerfield?
Rodney
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Oh, you got to do it with my wife. And he had the sort of the googly eyes. Yeah.
Oh, well, from
I went to the
Rodney
doctor.
Danger. Oh, no, we're
Give
still
me 6 months to live. I couldn't pay the bill. Give me another 6 months.
Shit, that just reminded me of a great... no, I'll save it for the next episode. We'll run out of time. I'll save it for next time. There's a voice... Never mind. Shouldn't have said it.
A girl called me up. She said, come round. There's nobody home. I went round. There was nobody home. That was quite a good one.
Well, from Rodney Dangerfield to a groggy Danger Club. The Danger Club have been woken up in the night by a knock at the door. There's somebody at the door, Danger Club.
Somebody at the door.
Just don't say anything.
Fulton opens the door.
No.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
Go away.
Oh, but what you say?
What?
Go away.
Look, I know that there's people. I know that it must be strange to have someone knock on the door in the middle of the night.
Yes, it is.
What sort of help do you need?
We're just all 4 of us in here, all mates, are trying to sleep.
Caragor draws an arrow at Fulton.
4 of you.
Yeah?
Aren't there only 3 beds in a cozy cabin?
Now listen here. You.
Yes.
What's your name again?
My name is Arcadius.
Arcadius, yeah.
Melictor Arcadius of the Order of the Chain.
We don't want any trouble. Just go and find your own cozy cabin. Have a rest. See you later.
I am not looking for trouble. I'm looking for help.
What help do you need?
Also, why'd you come here?
Yeah,
Because we saw your airship from the sky.
Oh, fucking damn it.
I thought anyone with an airship has got to be pretty powerful.
Well, if you saw the person that owned it, you would think otherwise.
Well, we own it.
No, the person before... Gumbo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, well, Gumbo.
Yeah, Gumbo owned it.
Yeah.
I don't know a gumbo, I'm afraid.
Anyway.
We were just dropped off. All right.
Oh,
so
that
we can't
door
help
is
you.
so thin, isn't it?
It's a cozy cabin. They can't get in.
What help do you need? Let's just...
My men and I have been tracking. My men and I have been tracking a monster that's been slaying some of the locals. But unfortunately, when we tangled with it recently, my men were very badly injured. They're still recovering, and I'm worried that the creature is still at large. So I thought I'd break with protocol a little and try my hand at enlisting some help.
We, unfortunately, are just lowly seamen. Airmen. Seamen and / airmen.
Can Bubba look through the window and see, have a look at this person?
You look out. There is there's a guy outside. He's wearing black plate armor. He has got
Human?
He's human. He has a long sword at his side. He has a whip as well on his hip. He has a black helmet as well, but he has taken it off. He is bald. He has a goatee beard, and he has a scar across his head.
He's literally dressed like an evil man. he's wearing the uniform of evil.
I open the letterbox flap.
You see a black metal codpiece. He is still chuckling at your seaman joke.
Come down here. Down here, he goes, he has his little finger out.
You're assuming there's a letterbox and a cozy cabin.
Yeah, I was going to say
Something with no fixed address. There's a letterbox. One cozy cabin.
Letting that slide.
Oh my god. The nightmares you could cause to people.
Let's just open the door. He knows we're here.
Yeah.
If we go open the door, then we can get a better judge of his character.
Have a weapon out or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we're opening
the door.
Open the door now.
He's just finished kneeling down to your height. He's like,
Bubba opens the door as he's leaning.
There is a man in plate armor kneeling in front of the thing. He looks up. He's like, it's going to take me ages. Hang on. He's just kind of. It's actually really hard in this armor. He puts his hand and
You shouldn't have knelt down then, shouldn't you?
I was trying to be polite.
Okay, look, Arcadius.
Right. Hello.
What is who has it been killing? What is this thing? Could you describe it in 3 words?
Also, wait, how did you find this cozy cabin? I covered all tracks.
We're expert trackers.
Okay.
He's a better tracker than you.
Oh, he never said that, did he, Fulton? He never said that. He's never compared himself to me. That was you. You did that.
No, but he said he's expert, and it sounds like you're not
according
expert.
to the little box left on the ruins of my character sheet, so am I.
I think that's just a smudge. That's just a hole.
Yeah, that's a cigarette burn.
Couldn't actually tell. Looks like a 9.
My apologies. I know this must seem shocking, and I'm sure you're just trying to pass through. A lot of people are around here, but this creature's killed a lot of people, and we're worried it's going to kill again. It's some kind of undead. We don't think it's been created by a necromancer. We've done an investigation. We can't find any sign of any necromancers around here. But do let us know if you see any.
Well, funny you should say that.
No, it's not.
You say you've seen a necromancer.
No, I've not seen one, but we got one that kind of aspires to be one.
Yeah.
A little
I think
bit.
you should not make these comments in front of a Hell Knight.
There's always.
And Vel just puts a very pointed look towards Bubba.
It's a little bit of a joke.
My apologies. We Hell Knights are very literal people.
Right, my mistake.
So,
Sorry,
if
Velda.
we help
Didn't mean to get you
you
killed.
destroy this undead creature, could you help us, pay for all of our repairs to our ship?
I'm authorized to pay you 150 gold.
That's not bad.
No, we just want
they're probably
that and also the items to repair our ship.
Could Vel make a quick bit of mental
I thought you said it
calculations?
wasn't your ship. Sorry, yes, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. A quick mental calculations. How much do we reckon the repairs would cost?
You reckon the repairs you could get done for about 50 gold?
Okay, yeah. 100.
It's pretty good. Yeah. We could probably,
would it?
we'd probably
Okay.
employ some people to do it for us.
Yes.
Lay back in the sun, drink some margaritas.
Let's make it 200.
No.
Give me a diplomacy check, Fulton, to
don't even know if we're
negotiate with the Hell Knight.
I don't even know if we're going to take the job yet.
It's a big
would pay for
creature.
the
We
repairs.
could die.
And also, to be fair, innocent people are getting murdered.
26.
Oh, because a Hell Knight's told you that.
He thinks for a minute. Very well. If it'll help secure the area, I have little choice at the moment. My men won't be ready to fight again for a few more nights.
What do we
And
think this thing is?
Just addition to that, it's a team of people to help us just, fix our ship.
We can employ some people to do
we can
that.
employ that,
Fulton,
that's fine.
Fulton.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Fulton, it's cool.
I'm afraid I don't have a very many contacts in the shipwriting community.
That's all right. Okay, so before we confirm, we must talk.
Fulton,
You hear the sound of him kneeling down to the letterbox.
What?
Hello? Oh,
Just one
Way
moment.
outside. So we've got 200 gold pieces. Could be dangerous.
Yeah, and we don't.
Can we do this in 24 hours? Because that's when.
Do this in 2 hours. Go back to bed.
What are we definitely doing this?
I don't know.
Well, it's. I mean, it pays for all the repairs to the ship. Plus,
We can afford repairs to the ship anyway. I mean, fine if it is killing innocent people, fine. But like, we don't know that for certain. I think if you want to take this job, we should probably ask the people concerned first, because he's dressed like evil.
Why?
And he's just come up and told us a story.
Look, why don't we go around? Go on.
Oh, well, I was going to say, I mean, if the creature is undead, then it's almost certainly not in league with anything good.
I open the flap.
It's
Just
not like
one moment.
So if it was like,
Sounds a bit
there's a gang of
down.
bandits that are preying on people, I'd be a bit suspicious. I'd be like, well, there's two sides to every story. But if it's some undead hulking monster, then
So you're saying
probably going to be a bad thing.
You're saying that every undead creature is always totally evil.
If it's preying on innocent people like that.
I'll tell you what. Look, why don't we go and have a look at the evidence? Yeah, we'll go and do that, and then
Yeah,
we'll
let's
say
look at
we're
the
not going to give him.
I mean, it's going to be payment on completion as well, isn't he? He's not going to give
Exactly.
200 gold.
So we'll say, look,
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
check out the job first. All right.
See ya.
Bub opens the door. Listen, what we're going to do, we're going to come and have a look.
Gets back up off his knees.
What we're going to do, we're going to come and have a look at the stuff, right? We're going to have a look at the evidence. We're going to see what you. We are not saying yes to the thing yet,
Right.
We need to do a recce, a reconnaissance mission first.
I see.
So come and show us the evidence, and then we'll decide if we can help you out. Is that all right?
All right.
We'll, with your permission, we'll take a look around and we'll ask some people first.
Of course, I can come with you. There's, I'm about the only one of my men who's still mobile, so I'm happy to come with you.
Oh, well, in that case, we wouldn't want to take you away from your duties, no doubt patrolling and protecting the town with a depleted manforce. We can do the asking ourselves. We don't necessarily need you on hand. If you just point us in the right direction, we can do the rest.
If you will. The creature we know, it's been harassing a community about 5 miles to the north of here. We think it's somehow linked. It was once one of the townsfolk. Now the man in question, who's long dead, he has a widow who lives in the town. My suspicion was that he seemed to be making a way. He'd been going through the local countryside, attacking random people he met along the way. My suspicion is he was heading towards his old home to try and seek out his widow. I'd planned to try and stake out the area there and catch it before it could kill her. She runs a lumber mill not far from it. Unfortunately, we got into a fight with it earlier than I was expecting, and it injured several of my men badly.
What is it exactly? Do you have any knowledge of what it is? It must be fairly powerful if it's damaged your business.
Like a flesh warp.
No, it's
They're not undead.
the size of a man. Has sunken features, horribly pale face, and the eyes. The eyes, Master, they're the things that frighten me the most. Weeping with noxious fumes and set deep in its skull, full of darkness.
It's like Velda when he wakes up.
I was going to say, it was like you when you got off the airship the other day.
Yeah, fair enough.
With the, can I do a knowledge?
It'd be religion or occultism.
Occultism for me.
Also, as Velda
Robin,
and he are
really
having that discussion,
crap.
I'd like to make a perception check and just see how his body language changes when he's talking to each member of the group. For
Absolutely.
instance, me as a half-orc,
Sure.
Tengu, and dwarf.
22.
A 22.
I always have these great ideas and they're never backed up by good rolls. It's like a... oh, mind you, I have got a 14. 23.
A 23. Okay, so on the knowledge check, you're not sure really from what that sounds like. It sounds powerful, but you aren't sure what it might be. Maybe if you got a closer look at it, I would let you have another roll.
Right.
But from that description, you're not sure.
Not sure.
In terms of his body language, he comes across as businesslike, and he treats all of you equally. He doesn't seem to show any, like, if you're looking for any kind of any change in his manner with any of you, he doesn't show it. He's very kind of, I mean, you get the feeling that maybe his patience with Fulton making him kneel down and stand up has frayed a little, but on the whole, you don't get the sense that he kind of is singling any of you out to treat you differently.
Okay.
He's very transactional in the way he speaks.
Just one last question. I can't really tell what it is from that. But how did it attack your men primarily? What did it employ?
It attacks with its hands and with its teeth, a bit like a zombie, but it hits furiously hard. And some of my men who caught its gaze seem to weaken and diminish. Those who were caught by it have not recovered since.
I wonder if the eyes might have something to do.
When it bites you, does it turn you undead or?
Clearly not.
Looks at himself and says, looks at Velda and then looks back at you and says, "Yes, clearly not. None of my
You sure?
Put the X down, Fulton.
none of my men have turned. I would have made sure if I knew that they were going to, but it has not killed any of them. I don't know if that changes it.
Well, you might as well come with us to the village.
It's all right. I wouldn't want to take the maledictor away from his duties around town. I can imagine with the depleted man force that there's probably criminals waiting for the opportune moment to strike all around the town. Don't you think, Fulton?
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, it's still the dead of night, so why don't we get some sleep? We'll go around in the morning. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
Lovely.
I can give you the address.
Thank you.
You should be able to get there.
Is it another cosy cabin?
I'll never
Number
try-
2,
never try-
the world.
Would you like to sleep in the cozy cabin with us?
not
I'm
much
sure
room,
there's not even
mate.
a bed left.
I mean, even
Oh,
he
you can
knew.
take
Even
mine.
he knew there's only 3.
You can take my bed if you like.
Why?
Where are you going to sleep?
I'll sleep on the floor.
No, the floor's taken by me. So it looks like there's no space.
I'll sleep outside.
I am
like
going
to look
to
at
punch you so hard. You're doing it out of spite now.
I get the feeling I'm not welcome.
No, you just... Well, how long is it going to take you to get that armour off?
No, you're right. It would be weird. We've only just met. It's so cozy. That's all I can say.
It's pretty cozy in here, isn't it? Yeah. We had a party in here once. We had like a big disco party. It was
Did
great.
you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Music
We
was
put a
pumping.
man in a bag.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, just before you head off, Maledictor, is that your title?
It is, yes.
Right, Maledictor. What's the whip for?
The whip. The whip is for whipping people.
Wow.
What kind of
People in
people?
bags.
Criminals. The Order of the Chain pursue criminals. We also help protect the local populace from monsters where we find them, but our primary purpose is tracking down criminals.
And you.
We whip, and then I whip them.
And then you whip
if you're-
them.
How many whippings do you give?
I mean, it's ours is not to. We don't just mete out the lashes. We're not judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh, so it's like after you catch them, that's when you whip them.
I mean, you can whip anything that'll stand still.
Do you whip every criminal? Is it a whole thing? Or do you like judge it on its merits?
We capture criminals and we return them to the authorities,
So-
or we kill them if they resist.
So what if somebody stole an apple? Would that require a whipping?
Yes, stealing is illegal, and therefore we would capture that criminal and we would see them brought to justice.
What if their family was starving?
If their family was starving, their circumstances do not change the crime. A crime is a crime, regardless of
Very literal,
circumstances.
Hey, I've got an idea. Arcadia, what if somebody was like running along, tripped over,
Running along, right, yep,
and
tripped
there was
over.
a man sunbathing on the floor,
Man sunbathing.
and then the knife went into the man and killed
Into
the man.
and killed the man.
Yeah.
I see. That would be manslaughter, and that is also a crime. So yes, we would then apprehend or
What if-
kill them.
And I think
someone
me
was
asking the
running-
question has proved enough of a point to sum it up there.
What if someone was running along and there was an apple stand?
Right, there was
and
an
they,
apple stand.
And they
They were running.
tripped
They
on
tripped.
something. And as
They
they're
tripped.
flying through the air, their mouth goes open. They go, ah! And then they fall on the apple stand.
Fall
and
on
crunch
the apple stand
one
and-
of the apples
and they crunch
as they
down.
fall to the floor.
That would be criminal damage, and therefore we would arrest the person, but we would also arrest the owner of the apple stand for placing it in such a dangerous place.
Surely that's just an accident, though.
No, the man has damaged the apple stand. Recompense must be made. He must be made to pay for the damage he's done to the apple stand.
we wanna work
As
for
the
this
apple
guy.
worker must be made to pay for the damage he's done to the town by placing his apple stand in such a dangerous place.
Do you know what I mean?
Health and safety means something.
It sounds like anything
Thank you,
we do. We could-
Caragor looks at Barbara and goes, "Thank you, Maledictor. You have made your point very loquaciously and vocally. We'll head to the village at break of dawn."
We'll give you an answer later. Because we
Bye.
haven't said yes yet.
Has
have
he
we?
gone yet?
Very well. Do you require payment in... Oh, no, you haven't said yes. Very well.
We'll give you an answer tomorrow afternoon.
You'll be able to find us at the C of D.
Got it.
It won't be because we got 24 hours.
Yes, we've got to get on with it.
We've got to get on.
But it's all right. I mean, they could just come back and then go again.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I reckon we can wrap it up in half hour or something.
It's just some smoky-eyed undead dude. It's going to be fine.
See you later.
Sorry, by the way, Maledictor.
Yes.
I shout through the letterbox. Who are them people at the CAD what own them drakes?
That's us.
Great. I mean, congratulations. Well done. That must be.
Bye.
Thank you. We're very proud of them.
Yeah, you should be. They're great.
So listen, man. We could probably get in a lot of trouble just for stepping on an ant.
Walking around.
I know. I've killed so many people.
Why are you announcing that so
intentionally?
loudly? Yes, we all have, but we haven't done it here under their jurisdiction, so we'll probably be fine as long as, because they seem to be quite literal about the word of law and the boundaries of where it is exactly that. So as long as we don't,
So should we just go and buy our stuff,
places-
fix our ship and go, and not do that?
I mean, to be honest, I think most places we've been in the world have been like that. We've just willfully ignored a lot of those rules, but I think most people have pretty strict laws about murder and theft and things like that. You know?
A revelation for an adventuring party.
This place is heavy, man. They don't let you steal or murder people. Like, what is this?
You misheard me.
Dictatorial.
You misheard me. It wasn't about the stealing and the murder. It was about the literal word of the law being taken very seriously in the bounds of this area. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is that the Drake Knights from Cheliax wouldn't pursue Fulton for a crime that he had committed in the Mwangi Expanse. However, if we committed a crime here, they'd probably chase us because they're on Drake back.
And it is true. Like anyone dressed in black armor riding a Drake, enforcing the law is probably to be respected. They're going to be fairly hard line, I'd say.
So no
probably to be respected.
We do need to be cautious.
But Bubba, we have to save the innocent people of that village. We can't.
Which is true. We do have to look and see if there's innocent people being hurt because now we know about it. We can't just forget
we
about
do
it.
have to get paid.
We're doing it on a bigger scale anyway, aren't we?
Well, killing the undead army.
It's all about the greater good. Yeah, and it does. Do you know,
the bigger scale starts with small steps. Who are we to look over the small people of a hamlet run by a slightly fascist, very literal group of Drake Knights?
People with an airship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we could probably look over them pretty good.
It was a good idea to send. Well, it was a good idea that Gumbo left.
Don't tell him that.
The ship and let it go because that guy literally saw it as soon as we got there.
As soon as we got there, so didn't really matter.
They are pretty rare.
Yeah. Seems like it didn't really matter how we tried to steal the ship. Okay, so let's go to sleep and let's go do this thing tomorrow. Let's have a look.
I said, "How are you approaching the city?" And the only reply was Ross saying, "We crash it into the buildings." There was no you
True.
found it, but yeah, it's an airship.
Yeah,
That's the trouble.
Yeah.
It's true.
So,
Yeah. All right, we go to bed
sleep.
and then head in the morning to.
okay.
Can we go somewhere for breakfast, please?
Yeah, there's a really good tavern just around the corner called the C of D.
CFD.
I mean, now we've met the people, we could just go in there and.
But also the CFD is out of the way because we came from the CFD to get to the cozy cabin and it's on the way. We'd have to retrace our steps to go back to the CFD.
Yeah.
Don't think we went far though, did we?
No, we didn't. We just went into a
just
clearing.
literally around the corner in the trees.
5 minutes
Look,
away.
I am trying to save us time, okay? I do not want to spend any longer in a fucking fascist run town than we have to, okay?
Caracol, but your legendary love of breakfast.
I know.
I mean, maybe they've
We'll
got
get
yak's
breakfast
milk.
in the
And
town.
the thing
We'll get
about
breakfast in the
character
town.
arcs is that sometimes I can put aside the things I want to get the things that we need to do. Would you like some rations?
Let's go into the town and get something there. Rather than going to the CFD, we go to another place.
I mean,
Let's go.
no, it's pretty much just the CFD.
No,
'Cause
we're going into town. We're going into town.
Well, there's the other village about 5 miles away.
That's where we're going. We'll get breakfast there.
Oh, it's about 5 miles away.
So what?
Well, that's quite.
Oh,
I've
so
got rations.
what?
Oh, what breakfast now before I go on
All right, fine. We won't eat until we will. We're a 5 mile hike
Literally told
to
you
another
I've got,
village.
I've got rations. I'm literally offering you my food
We'll do
right
that
now.
5 mile
Why don't we
hike.
get a nice breakfast?
No
Such a
food,
whingy bag.
empty stomach, and a 5 mile hike.
I got some pocket meat.
A lot of people tell you that exercise is good to do that, actually. You do it before you eat, so...
Yeah, actually.
Who says
yeah.
that?
Mate, sometimes I do. Yeah, depends how my blood sugar is when I wake up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
I saw you on that airship, and that didn't look healthy. That looked bad.
that was after a strange time. A strangely surprising time, given the length of time we've been together. Actually, it was very surprising. Now, shut up and eat this baked potato.
That's your ration.
Yep.
Bag of baked potatoes.
Isn't this a jacket potato?
Yeah, I'm sure they're called jacket potatoes.
Well, fantasy world, they're called baked potatoes.
How did he bake them on the trail?
Right,
Nice.
num.
So you dine on baked potatoes.
And,
now the Hell Knight, he
dry,
to go
aren't they?
to the village
Yes.
to see where this was, not another location where his men got attacked.
no, his information was he believes that
It's going
this
to the
creature
village.
is heading for the village because it's the creature's widow lives there
And runs the lumber mill.
it seemed to be making a direction. It seemed to be making a beeline for that lumber mill, or it seemed to be heading in that direction. That was their theory. They tried ambushing it on the way, and unfortunately didn't go well. But that's where they think it's going.
Right. Well, let's.
I've given you all
I
some food,
suppose.
by the way. I'm just marking it off my sheet.
Thanks.
Nom.
Let's go to the town to pick up the supplies and talk to people.
Because if
Well, I think we should do the.
We'll go to the
whatever,
village
go to the village.
first.
We're
first.
going to village, yeah.
Alright.
The
Do what you want.
you always get so narky when we try and get things
I've
done.
only had a potato to eat. All right.
Don't you worry.
Well,
You
we
think-
could have just gone to that, but no, never mind.
You think that's the only thing I've got in my trail rations? Don't you? I've got some jerky. Do you want some of that?
Yeah.
No.
Some nuts and some dried apricots.
Why are you having jerky? If you're going to have jerky, have some pocket meat.
No, Fulton.
Or some
Fulton,
armpit
I
meat.
supplied you with some Fulton meat, some pocket meat.
Fulton meat. Do you know anyone else?
Very recently.
Has anyone ever actually eaten any pocket meat?
Yes.
Who?
John.
John who?
John who? Exactly. You know him, eh? John who?
Well, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
What's his name?
bought...
What's his name? Jonathan. I thought his name was Jonathan.
No, he bought 3 pocket meats.
What is the unit of pocket meat?
kilo?
3 kilos?
Of pocket meat.
Show me your multiple kilos.
It's in my backpack.
No, you're
I have to now...
Stretching the boundaries of the Pathfinder burden laws.
You're keeping pocket meat in your backpack. That's backpack meat. That's not pocket meat, is it, Fulton?
Yeah,
it's supposed to
no.
come from under your armpit
So,
or on your knee.
I stored it in my backpack. Then I ferment it under my armpit.
Yeah, but you stored it from
No,
the
in
backpack,
the
so it wasn't
pocket,
ready
sorry.
yet. You missold pocket meat.
He expanded. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
It's like burger chains in London. They start off nice, and then you open a second venue, and it's all gone.
Look,
It's all
the
back
supply
now.
and demand is too hard for me to keep up.
It's one
So-
person.
Nobody buys it. It's you.
John O. It just is your only customer.
Look, if you want to message John O right now, you can message him.
All right, I will. Oh, he says your pocket meat is rubbish.
Hello,
Oh, God. Who's this?
my name's John O.
Are you in the Sea of D?
Yes.
Right, goodbye. Hang on, wait. Have you ever bought pocket meat?
What's pocket meat?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
What's
about to-
pocket meat? That's what he asked.
What did he-
John O's a
He
very
said, what-
common name.
Jono. Thank you, Jono.
Anyway, that was fun.
All right, let's go to the village.
Well, you're not coming.
Of course I am.
All right.
So that's why I've got jerky in my rations.
Yes.
Okay, so Bubba eats jerky with his beak.
You beak down some jerky to go with your jacket potato. You step out of the cozy cabin. You crumple it back up into its...
What noise does it make, Colin? When it appears and disappears.
like a tongue comes out the door and it just screams itself.
Imagine it's just because it's anguish expanding and going back down.
Kind of
Why do they
sentient.
give this house feeling?
Yeah, it's got a nervous system.
Basically, the cozy cabin exists and then gets killed every time. It's like a living thing. I spurn it into life and then it dies every time. So look, if I did it again, that would be another living thing.
It's like Mr. Meeseeks or Veldus Familiars.
But they love it. They exist just.
Why is it scream then?
It's a
Excuse me, do
pleasurable
you like
scream.
this?
Have you never screamed? Have you never screamed when you're enjoying something? Let me tell you.
Are you enjoying this?
It just crumples back up into a tiny little ball and
it
it just
really
winks
loves
out.
that.
Can I just say,
Loves
my
that,
cozy
doesn't
cabin doesn't talk.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
All right, let's go back to what we were saying about gin the other.
I
let's
know.
drain gin, shall
That's
we?
exactly why I'm saying your
Exactly,
cabin
yeah,
screams.
well,
It's a bit
Does
of
it
revenge.
does it turn into like a little model cabin or does it just disappear completely?
No, it completely
What's that?
disappears.
Completely
It's like
disappears. Okay.
it's like the Jetsons. It just kind of vanishes into nothing.
Such a weird spell, that one, isn't there? There must have been people murdered by cozy cabins.
Yeah, man.
Just like,
Can you drop a cozy cabin?
just to literally make a cabin appear.
What's she gonna look like with a cozy cabin?
Hey,
What's she gonna
It appears back.
cabin. What?
The cabin appears back in the cabin realm with
Yeah.
its family. He's like, oh god, I don't want to go back there.
What happened, son?
They got inside me, Dad. They got inside me.
Yes, that's gonna happen.
There were 4 of them. One was on the floor.
That happens. I'm sorry.
Struck my letterbox, Dad.
I never told you.
Stroke my letterbox, Dad.
Here.
I think that's probably one of the most disturbing sentences I've heard in quite some time.
Come have some strong foundations.
Hey.
Oh, they slurp down some cement together, and you you make your way through the trees, and you set out on a hike through the farmland.
Right, now, just on the way to prep. This thing is undead. Prep. Undead.
Gonna go by Pratt.
So I suggest everyone prepare yourselves for fighting something undead, if you can.
Right. How do we do that?
Well, no, you're probably just going to hit it, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've got a command undead spell, but I feel like this thing's going to be too powerful.
Yes,
Still
unfortunately,
useful
I've got a command undead, but it's that wand.
I've got an undead something as well, actually.
If anyone's got turn undead, maybe you could have prepared that for breakfast.
Haven't you got one of them?
No,
Felder, what spells have you got?
I've got quite a few good ones. I tried to cast them, but then I missed.
Let's go.
I've got a bind undead, but it's probably going to be that the level of the thing is going to probably be a bit too high.
Whilst we're walking,
And needs to be mindless as well.
Yes,
So,
and if we had a cleric in the group, then they'd have all sorts of cool undead.
so nothing. Got nothing
well, it
really.
depends on their god, I think.
It does true, but
Whilst
Anything
we're,
that causes negative damage, I guess. Sorry.
no negative damage would heal them.
no negative.
Positive.
Yes, healing damages them.
Healing damage. Right.
Yes, which is lucky we've got Shania with us, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
Whilst we're hiking, Karagos is keeping an eye on the floor for like desiccated left skin that might have been from feet that are rotting slowly.
Give me a survival check. to try and,
Okay.
do a little bit of tracking.
18.
An 18. You don't find any tracks on your way north.
And the reason why I didn't want Maledictor to come with us, because I don't know how much of a scary presence the police are, let's say, around here.
So we get the honest opinion.
The honest opinion of the people that actually live here, as opposed to, him looming over our shoulder with his sword and his whip.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why I didn't want him to accompany us. He was very keen to do that as well.
And we all look quite friendly, don't we?
You do. Fulton, not necessarily. Velda's kind of okay on first impression as long as you don't talk to him. Shania's kind of scary, but she's not with us. I could probably soften myself, maybe. What do you reckon I should do?
I
Why don't
mean,
you wear your wig?
put some of your eyeshadow on. That looks
Okay.
quite nice.
I don't
And
think
your
that's.
lipstick.
The thing is, eyeshadow can be kind of intimidating if you do it in the right way.
Yeah.
Yes,
I make myself seem larger, like a ferocious bee.
Yeah.
That's how makeup works
Why
sometimes.
don't you put your jumpsuit on?
Put your
What
little cat
jumpsuit?
suit.
The cat suit.
The leopard. So you think I'll be less intimidating if I wear a dead animal on my
Yeah.
skin?
What, a dead animal with holes and blood on?
I'll do the initial bat my eyelids.
Who are we
I'll
talking
bat
to?
my eyelashes.
The widow.
The widow, ideally. And then residents that might have been terrorised by her might know people.
To be fair, I think they'd just be glad of some sort of well-armed, seasoned adventurers cropping up. I think we look all right, don't we?
Also, the outside of Bubba's fur at the moment, for some reason.
Fur?
Well, he's got furry feathers. That's what he's got. Yeah, I've said that. I've said that so many
You've got
times.
fur? Do you mean downy feathers?
Because he's quite young. He's quite young, isn't he? So,
I thought you said 13 was like 38 or something.
well, no. It's kind
I'm
of like
so confused.
It's like early stages of adulthood.
Yeah, he's an adult if he wants to get served in a bar. He's a chick if he wants a cuddle. That's
So that's what's happening. His fur it's always been grey, but it's starting to turn ever so slightly blue in the light. You can see that. It's kind of like electric blue coming through on the edges of his feathers and his fur.
Feathers are electric blue.
As he's becoming an adult, these things are happening.
Oh.
someone's having a birthday.
It's coming up. I'm going to shoehorn it in.
So after a while,
What's the weather like today?
The weather is overcast. It's overcast and it's sort of a bit of drizzle in the air. It's not pouring with rain, it's not like the Morang Expanse, but it's just, yeah, you're kind of, I don't know, maybe you're starting to miss the heat of the south now you're back up in the north, because it is just a fairly just grim day.
Actually, just for the Dangerlings and for ourselves, what is the sort of climate of Cheliax around this point? Is it kind of like Western Europe? Is it?
Weather-wise, it's sort of, you're thinking kind of Western Europe.
With Cheliax, it's probably safe to think of England for various reasons. France. Yeah. Maybe not Portugal.
Spain.
Yeah, Spain, Holland.
Yeah.
What's these things got in common?
Evil.
Colonial powers. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
And
That's
you can include Portugal on that one.
You can include Portugal, but probably not for climate.
No, not for climate.
That's true.
But so that sort of temperate.
Yeah, it's that kind
Europe
of.
sort of. Okay.
It's that kind of weather, and like it should be the summer, but the weather here is never that great.
Gosh, it does sound like summer. I know.
Yeah, it really does.
He said, staring wistfully out the window.
So you're
one day of sun we've had so far.
Dangerlings, don't come to England. It's rubbish.
And if you live here, get out while you can.
Literally, this podcast is a plea for help. Right.
It's not that. Sometimes.
Just said it was raining.
I know.
Your boots are all kind of muddy after a while of walking through, because it is just walking through fields. It's walking through. It's farmland. You're not quite sure what crops they're growing, but yeah, you make your way through all of this. And
on the way, Caragor sidles up to Fulton. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Walking, trekking through fields and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the airship. It's great. But getting on proper ground and like walking out there and seeing all the things around, and you see vistas and horizons and trips to the fresh air and stuff like that.
Vistas?
Yeah, vistas.
What's a vista?
Well, it's like a view. I think it's Elvish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vista.
Actually, we didn't say.
Oh, Velda's
yes.
I was trying.
Well, no, I was going to say.
Okay, fine. Okay.
No, because you were very excited about the airship before, and you were and then you were a bit strange up there. No one's going to ask you questions. What do you think of the airship? Were you excited?
Okay, cool. I'm going to put aside the scene that I was trying to get with just me and Fulton and just go like, yeah. It's great.
All right, cool. I'm going to go with Bubba.
I'm really thanks.
Bubba skips up to Fulton and Caragor. Just give me a sec. Caragor.
Hello.
Look at this flower I found.
Yep.
And are there really dinglings in the city?
What?
That we can buy? The dinglings you told me about earlier.
Dinglings?
Yeah, you used to mention the dinglings.
Did I?
Yeah, you said there's dinglings, and I was like, yeah, what's that?
Did I say the word dingaling?
I think something like that. Dingamy thing. Whatever. Can we find one?
Yep.
Thank you. And he skips off.
So
Caragor just waits for Jam or Philippe.
Jam's
or
gone.
Jam just
normally around the time when someone pop out of the pocket. Anyway, how you doing? You right?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, why?
I don't know if you're feeling any air sickness or something like that.
No, it's a bit weird to be up in the air, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's it's colder. That's true. Yeah.
I wanted to go to the Five Kingdoms, but of the mountains. But
mountains. Is that like the Five Kings of the Dwarves? Is that, with all their day halls and night halls.
Yeah. But we didn't. You know.
Come here instead. Yeah.
Aye.
Do you miss the dwarven stuff, do you?
Yeah, I miss my dad actually. Since my brother died, I think I need to go and see him at some point.
Yeah, because I've noticed a bit touchier lately, a bit twitchier these days.
Who said that?
Me just now. I'm right here.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you? Yeah.
Go on.
No,
go on.
Why?
No. I just noticed that you're a little bit tetchier, and I reckon like seeing your dad might set your mind at ease. It's been a while since.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. See that's I'm skirting around it a little bit, I guess, mate. But I guess what I'm getting to is, do you keep? I'll overlooked it maybe 2 or 3 times, but now I'm going to just directly front it and just say that it's starting to seem a bit odd. The way you go, because at first I thought it was a charming thing that Fulton did. Then I thought it might be related to pocket meat, and then you just do it all the time. So, what's going on?
I don't know how to deal with the power I have in my hand.
What? The axe?
Not just that.
Okay. You mean the power of, like, the burden of the world, maybe having to look after it?
No.
Power of the airship, maybe?
No.
Power of having powerful friends and a bond that unites us into the club?
No.
Okay, so that's all the wholesome, decent stuff out the way. How many shards have you got on you, Fulton?
He looks like to the left and to the right. He knows he's not very good at like trying to hide it.
A bird on the fence turns its back on you as you look to him like, don't get me involved in this.
It's got to be the only
How did
thing
you?
left. You said the thing of great power. I named all the great powers that we have, and the only other thing, if it's not MZ, the most powerful thing is friendship that's in your hands, then there's got to be a shard.
It calls to me.
Okay. Right. Right, it calls to you. Does it say a name?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's new information that I didn't have before. Does it say Fulton or just Fulton Battlestone?
It calls me the king.
Okay. Okay, and you do like being kings, don't you?
I stabbed Mr. Battlebrook with my clan knife in the chest.
What?
Bottlebrook.
Are you... Gorham's balls. Are you serious?
Aye.
Is he all right?
No, he's probably going to die.
Okay. That was a while ago that we left an Epian. Right. Okay, well, we're finding some things out, you know, and we're learning some things. I'm gonna just straight up ask, friendly, give me a shard.
Eh?
Just hand over the shard. Listen, I've, you know, we've all killed people before, okay, and some of us try and do it less. Bottlebrook probably won't be missed too much, apart from by his daughter. Oh, shit, who you were going to marry.
Yeah.
Great.
Not
great.
anymore, though.
No, clearly not. If you fucking...
She
You murdered
cheated
her
on
father.
me with Jam.
What? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I'd have killed someone after that.
Exactly.
Whoa.
So I couldn't hurt her because...
Jam, what a fucking prick. He knew, oh no, but mind you did kind of... It was...
Yeah, it was kind of
that's
seeded,
complicated,
but
isn't it? Yeah, it's complicated.
I
Okay.
couldn't hurt her, so I hurt the next thing closest to her, which was her father,
Okay, so
by
you-
stabbing at him in the
You
chest.
didn't kill Fulton Battlebrook to relieve a Nepian of a tyrannical landowner.
No.
You killed him because you wanted to get back at a woman who rejected you.
Yeah.
Okay, Fulton, just pass me the shard.
No.
Okay. I'm going to ask dead nice, okay, because I respect you as a friend. Hand me the shard, it's warping your mind.
Why?
Because you killed a man for no other reason than to hurt someone that you loved.
That's fine, isn't it?
Fulton, no, it's not.
Yeah. You'll never take it from me.
Worst possible place to do this. Actually, no, it's not that bad a place to do this. Fulton,
He starts running away.
Caragor chases him.
Oh my god.
Can I throw a rope around his legs?
You go to throw a rope. I think we're rolling initiative, guys. I think we're rolling initiative.
Oh God!
I
I was just thinking of flowers with Bubba.
Two of you are just like
In the background, it's just Caragor and Fulton going. But in the foreground, it's just them two.
sunflowers.
Yeah, yeah. And
This
you're
one's nice, isn't
Look,
it?
Val, look at the flower. Yeah, it's very
Rolled
nice, Bubba.
really
It's very
badly
nice
as well.
indeed.
Smell it.
All right, I smell your flower. Are we rolling? Are we all rolling initiative?
if you want to get, might as well let's get you in there just in
I
case.
suppose just in case. Yeah.
You never know.
We'll see.
Or it's suitably low.
Mine's low as well.
Oh dear. Well,
No, that's fine because we're looking at flowers. Literally.
let's
Mine is, yeah.
let's start with Velda. What do you got? All right,
Uh,
Bubba. What do you got?
16.
16 for Bubs.
17 for Velda.
17 for Velda. Now let's go to the important ones.
Oh, actually, sorry, 19.
Wow,
19.
important ones.
All right.
That's
Scott's just trying to
For
look
what's
at
going
the
on.
various...
Just checking my speed.
It's the incredible colour on the stain that is
Couldn't tell you,
rent
mate.
to your
Couldn't
couch
tell you.
sheet.
I think that is octarine. I think that's
I
the
think
colour
it
of
is.
magic.
I think it is. Yeah.
I got 25.
A 25 for Fulton.
Got 17.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, Fulton, you are the first. You are the first to act in that case.
I use I use 2 actions to move.
Yeah.
And run away.
So you run away. Use 2 actions to run away. What do you want to use your 3rd action for? Turn around and throw a throwing knife.
And no, I'm gonna stand there with my axe drawn,
Okay.
just waiting.
So
Wait, so you run
40
away and
feet
then stop?
and then turn around and spin around holding the axe. Next person to Velda, you kind of look up from the flowers and you see Fulton. See Fulton run away and then turn around brandishing his axe. You're maybe 50 feet ahead of them along the trail.
I sort of call attention to Bubba and be like, what's Fulton doing? Should we wander over and have a look? And Velda starts ambling towards sort of thing.
Okay.
Like it's
Yeah.
not like just...
You start ambling over to where they are.
Actually, no, he spends 2 actions watching, and then he spends an action ambling.
Nice.
So it'd be
Okay.
like one.
So yeah,
two.
you're kind of 20-ish feet away from where Fulton is now. Caragor, you are next.
Seeing the axe get drawn. Now, listen. I've got a shout, haven't I? You're quite far away.
Yeah.
I can take 1 move action towards him.
Okay.
I'm going to take 2 move actions towards him.
That gets you right up next to him because you move faster than he does. So
Yeah, I'm 30. What's your speed? I'm 35.
I think it's
'cause I got
20.
25, isn't it?
yeah, he's 20.
20.
20. I'm 35. Oh, wait. Okay, I take 1 move action.
So he's 40 feet. So 1 move action puts you 5 feet from him. So you're within spear range if you want to be.
I don't want to be because he's drawn his axe, and I don't want to draw.
So I mean 10 feet from him. So you're not in. I can't believe we're saying melee, but you're not directly. You're not in the square directly next to him. You've kind of got 5 feet of space between you two.
Okay, fine.
If you want to be.
I'll do that, and I'll slowly draw my bow and arrow so he can see me.
Yeah.
And I've got on my sheet 1 grappling arrow left.
Oh,
Right, and I slowly draw it so we can see the head because he knows my arrows and he knows what I'm putting on my bow. Like Fulton. And I actually know I probably say this loudly. I go, Fulton, don't try and run away with the shard now.
No, I'm running away from you. You're trying to steal it. Trying to take it from me.
Fulton, do you need the shard?
Yes.
Why? What power have you got since holding the shard?
My power.
Fulton, you're one of the most powerful people I know. You don't need no shard. It hasn't given you any power since you've had it. All it's done is bring you more to ruin.
I mean, this is weird because, like,
it's a kind of a hovering like. Let's quickly get Bubba involved. Bubba,
I kind of want to drop
you've
it,
kind
but
of
then
now
it's
got
like-
you've now got like a big bunch of flowers, and you finally become aware of sort of everything that's going on. Velda is just kind of wandering up the path towards it, and you can see Caragor there with his bow drawn with an arrow in it.
I did talk loudly.
He is, you can hear everything that Caragor said. Fulton, maybe a little less so because he's talking quieter.
I heard the stuff about the shards.
Yeah.
And Bubba, with the bunch of flowers in his hands, crushes them. Right? Crushes them, and so they all sprinkle out in the field. So you probably wouldn't find them unless you were going to try and find them.
Unless you really wanted potpourri.
But I crushed them all in my hands until they're kind of like all just in bits all over the place. And it's interesting because Bubba was I'm gonna use an action to tell you his thought process. Is that okay? Then I'm gonna start walking.
Sure.
So my thought process was I was going to approach. So Bubba was going to approach Fulton after Caragor had a chat with him, and he was going to say, "Listen, I know you've got the shard, and I know you stole it from Velda, and I know that." And I know that, so you're mine.
Okay.
Right? So he was going to do a little bit of control over Fulton and say, I'm going to fucking tell unless you do what I say. right? But now he's lost that power, and that's why he's crushed these flowers. And I figured it's just nice to give you that little bit of information, right? Because now he knows he can't control him. And now the shard is a little bit further out of his grasp. But he drops the flowers, dusts his friendly claws, and then walks towards after Velda. So nobody sees that happening because everyone's not paying attention.
You sort of walk towards it, and you sort of stand. A breeze blows as you're standing face to face, and just flower petals just kind of on the breeze blow between you and off across the field as you're standing, staring each other down. Fulton, it's your go. What are you going to say?
You want it for yourself, but you're my friend. I don't know what to do. Yes, I do. He is the enemy. He draws his axe. He swipes it along the floor and just goes, "Come and get it, big boy."
And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Oh shit! Well, we finally answered that question.
Hello, my name's Peter Jackson. I made films like King Kong and Lord of the Rings, and I'm here to tell you this episode was made possible by our by our Dangerling of the Week, and it just so happens to be my brother, Stu Jackson. Yep, it's my brother. Stu Jackson is my brother, and he's my Dangerling of the Week. He made this possible, this episode, so give it up for him. And we'll be back in a little bit. So if you want to get your name on the end of the show, if you want to, you can head on down to Patreon and head on down there and subscribe, and you can be like my brother, Stu Jackson. See you later.